I am completely full of a cold, and I've got this laptop. It's been given to me in this kind of state. I think all of the parts are here apart from the battery, and there is no power adapter. But luckily this HP laptop takes the same power adapter as the HP Streams that I've got, and we've got a bunch of screws here. So plan is to put this back together and make sure it works okay. And because it was given to me, I will look to give this away to someone, especially as it doesn't have a battery. I think also it's quite a low spec machine, but we'll investigate that. Excuse the voice, it's because I've got a cold. And if you don't like this video, that's fine. You don't have to leave a comment complaining. You can just move on to someone else's video. Or feel free to make your own videos. I primarily do this for fun. And yeah, does make me wonder, what is the point if someone's going to be complaining about videos? If it's not fun, why am I bothering putting them on YouTube? But for the people that do appreciate videos about random hardware, thanks for watching. I do appreciate nice comments. I've lost my spudger. Here's a spudger, probably from a mobile phone repair kit. And this video will probably be slower than normal and on the second channel because I'm ill. And yeah, this should just come away because all the screws are out. I think it's a 17-inch screen. Certainly looks pretty big. There's a numeric keypad here and it's still wider than the keyboard. Okay, so the bottom comes away from the back, and this bit is cracked, and I think a crisp fell down here. And there is the main board. The model is HP 17-AK007NA. So it's a 17-inch laptop. We've got 2 sticks of RAM here, Kingston RAM, with an HP sticker on the top so that you can't actually see what it says. Here we go, we can see that it's DDR4, 4GB stick, so that gives us 8GB of DDR4 RAM. Got a processor under here, fan looking relatively dust free, and this would have been where a graphics chip and RAM would have gone, but it is not there. There's a Wi-Fi adapter. Here's our optical drive slot, and then we've got a hard drive in here with quite decent rubber padding to protect the hard drive from bumps and things like that. And not much more to say about this really. We've got some speakers here with quite large area, so maybe they'll sound okay. Maybe not. Just going to check. This is tight. It is. I may as well replace the thermal paste, otherwise someone will complain. And it's just generally good practice. I don't know whether it's been replaced or not, so why not replace it? Pretty sure this is an AMD. Oh, it has been. What's going on here? It's got thermal putty as well as thermal paste. Is that normal? Not sure personally. Not sure that's ideal. Yeah, I don't think that's ideal. It's not really going to allow the heatsink to properly connect with the die of the CPU. So I think that might have been added by someone, or if it's normally there, then perhaps it's been shifted at some point. So I'm going to remove that. It looks like someone's added that when they don't need to, or it's been messed up at some point by someone. You can sort of see this connection here of the thermal paste isn't, making full contact with the chip. So let's just remove this. Put that in the bin. Clean it properly and put fresh thermal paste on. Here is our AMD processor. I've cleaned it again, and I'm going to put some HY510 thermal paste on. That should be plenty. Gonna check this for dust. Yeah, that's pretty clean. Line up the screws, give it a little squeeze, have a little look. Yeah, it's making contact but needs screwing in. And of course you do the diagonal process of screwing it in. Okay, why don't I put it back together and power it on. There's no battery, so we need power. On the side we've got network, HDMI, USB, audio, power connection. On the other side, got SD card reader, USB, Kensington lock, and the space for the optical drive. On the back is the gap for the battery. So we'll put the power in. Okay, and you can see this wall meter here. That will tell us how many watts this system is using. So the screen has switched on. It's got the HP logo. It's booting into Windows. It's using about 15 watts or less. It does have a hard drive in it, which is why it is pretty slow at booting. It would be quicker with an SSD, but I don't have any spare at the moment. And yes, I should put one in, but I don't have a spare one, so I'm not going to. Okay, so it has Windows 11 on it. It's still booting. We're waiting for the taskbar to appear. No, the power usage goes up and down depending on what it's doing. That's to be expected. It'd be nice if the taskbar appeared. Okay, we've got the taskbar. Let's go into Task Manager, see what we're dealing with. Definitely would benefit from an SSD. CPU usage is at 95%. It's an AMD A6-9420 Radeon R5. 5 compute cores, 2 C and 3 G, so 2 cores for the processor, 3 cores for the graphics. It's got a base speed of 3 GHz, but does seem to turbo up. 3.3 GHz, 3.4 GHz. The memory, we've got 8 GB. Got the hard drive. Oh, it's a 1 TB hard drive. Western Digital. Got Game Assist has decided to pop up. Really not sure why. How do I exit this? Why is there no... Just let me... Yeah, I don't really want this. So most of the drivers are here, apart from SM bus controller. It's got the graphics driver and Bluetooth and various other things. We can also see the temperature of the graphics part of the processor here, 3736C. But I'll put core temp on so that we can look at the CPU temperature as reported by core temp, as well as CPU Z and disk info. Disk info tells us that the hard drive 5,400 RPMs and health status is good, and it's running at SATA 3, SATA 600 speeds. So the memory is running in single channel mode, unfortunately, even though there are 2 sticks of matched RAM. The bench gives us a score of 360, multi-thread, 363, uses about 33 watts, 34 watts at the wall, and single thread 222. So not particularly good in any way. Probably not a machine I would be putting Windows 11 on personally, but this is how it came to me. Single channel RAM and low CPU performance. So I'm now on YouTube. It's playing a 720p video using VP09 and it's dropped 25 out of 700, so it's sort of calmed down. It's a little bit, you can sort of see it's not the smoothest in the world. Let's try 1080. Let's switch off annotations. And it seems to be doing okay with this actually. The fan in this does get quite loud, but video playback kind of looks okay. If you leave it alone, if you set it playing and just leave it, it seems okay. It's just a shame that the hard drive is quite slow in it for booting up. Temperature seems to go up to 84 degrees C for the CPU. TJ max is 100, so 84 is kind of quite warm. But it's, yeah, chugging away. Doing anti-malware service executable and Windows updates. So this would definitely be better with Windows 10 or an older version of Windows or version of Linux. Yeah, it's a shame it's only a dual core processor and the performance of the processor is quite low. Screen looks quite nice. Shame it's reflective, but it looks better in real life than on the camera. Yeah, it's quite clear. What resolution is it? Let me just check. Display settings. You can see how long it takes for this to show up. And it's interesting, 1600 by 900. So not full HD, but could have been worse, I suppose. It also is activated with a digital license with Windows 11 Pro, which is interesting. So I guess I should check the keyboard works. The keyboard appears to be working correctly. Switch off some of these extra bits, I guess, that we don't need. Where's the weather? But it's working. It could be used for basic office use, a bit of web browsing, that kind of thing. I'll put OpenOffice on here. A little bit loud. I'll need to check the optical drive works. and then put all the screws back in. See if I can give this away to someone. So the optical drive works. This is a Learn Japanese CD. Oh, that's interesting. Smart App Control has blocked this app. Open Office was blocked because we can't confirm who published it. Well, that's nice of Windows security, isn't it? To block installation of a competitor Office application. Just to confirm that this is actually a local account with administrator rights, and I've tried to set up as an administrator, and again it comes up with this, and the smart screen blocks it from being installed. So thanks for that, Microsoft, really helpful. Guess we won't be installing OpenOffice. And again, here we are, Smart App Control has blocked it. And these are grayed out, which is quite frustrating. So, yeah, I guess Microsoft doesn't want this installed. I've downloaded the latest version from the internet, 4.1.16, and still Windows is blocking it from being installed. So, yeah, OpenOffice is not going to work on here. I don't have the energy at the moment to troubleshoot this. You should be allowed to install applications on your own machine when you've got administrator rights, but Microsoft thinks not. Another reason to go for Linux. Apologies for the poor sound. Thanks for watching, and have a good new year. I've installed Windows 10 on this system because of the issues with Windows 11, and it appears as though it's going to let me install OpenOffice. So that's a benefit of Windows 10, and Windows 10 should generally perform a little bit better than Windows 11 on this, as it's got less, bloat, etc. So, yeah. Just need to install all the drivers that are missing, and then hopefully it should be a usable laptop when plugged in. There we go. OpenOffice installed.